Right, so hello Sagittarius, I am back with your June love reading. I must apologise for not posting in May, but I was out of the country and I was super busy. But I am back. So again, I'm going to start with singles followed by those in a relationship. They each have a different layout spread, so you should be able to see the difference. Anyway, so let's get started and see what your reading holds. Right, hello Sagittarius, I am back with your June love reading, and this is the single layout spread, so for those of you that are single. So if we take a look at your cards, you have the Ace of Swords upright, Three of Swords upright, Nine of Wands in reverse, the Devil upright, and the Two of Wands in reverse. So your present love situation, Sagittarius, you have the Ace of Swords. So for some of you who have recently, parted with an ex, or you've gone your separate ways, you may be reflecting about that and did you do the right thing? But in actual hindsight, this was a good thing and this is what you needed to do, because that relationship was just too controlling. Okay, so you did the right thing. Don't ever question that you didn't. It was the right decision to make. For some of you, someone actually has a crush on you, and it could be that of an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they have definitely noticed you, Sagittarius, but they haven't made a move on you because they're unsure whether to, but they are watching you because they like you, so be aware of an air sign. Sagittarius, you're definitely ready to start something new, even though you've come out of that tough relationship. You definitely feel, yes, now is the time, this is the month. Don't forget to speak your mind. If you're not happy, say you're not happy. You can't suffer in silence. And don't put up with people who are going to hurt you, okay? So always remember your self-worth, Sagittarius. Right, so then we go on to your desires. So you have the Three of Swords upright. So there, and again, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So maybe you like an air sign, and you have your eye on somebody. But it's a Three of Swords, so three can represent a triangle effect. So I don't know whether this ex that you've been thinking about, that maybe you kind of keep thinking about them and replaying things with them, but there's also somebody else you really like as well, and that could cause a triangle effect. Or it's a situation where the person you actually like is already involved with somebody else, and maybe they're married or they have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whichever, and that would then create a triangle effect. So let me know in the comments down below if that's at all true. I mean, what can you say about triangles? There is no winners when there's three involved, but definitely you could be desiring somebody who actually is not that well. you shouldn't really be desiring them because they aren't available, or this ex is still very much prevalent in your thoughts in the month of June, and maybe you like somebody else. So you have the Nine of Wands reversed for the unexpected. So there's the past exes, again, this talks of exes, could be coming back, maybe they're going to make contact with you and it's going to take you by surprise. But you're going to need to be strong, you're going to need your willpower, because I think if they do this, then I think it's going to resurface this pain that you felt before, and it's going to shake you up a little bit, okay? Now I don't know if this ex is a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but they're definitely going to be resurfacing these feelings here that you're trying to get rid of, and maybe it is to do with a triangle effect, that there's something going on here, a love triangle situation. If for those of you that are on the dating scene and you are going actively dating, looking for new people, try and take a calmer approach to dating. Don't be desperate, don't be needy, you know, take a more, I suppose what I mean is take a relaxed approach to the dating scene. You know, if you're a bit over the top with people, you know, this, you know, and you're wanting to rush things and you're wanting everything to happen really quickly, that's going to leave you disappointed, because people can quite often back off if they think you're just a little bit too much. So just watch that behavior in the month of June. So you have the Devil in your near future. So, you know, someone that you, so for some of you, someone that you're dating, you know, there's definitely a physical attraction there, and it's definitely, you know, very sexual and almost verging on the addiction side. And you have to watch this, because, you know, if that's all there is between the two of you, it's not going to be really sustainable long term, is it? For some of you, just watch how you come across with people, because you could come across a little forceful, and, you know, any new dates, they might just find it a little bit too much and it may put them off. So just watch how you come across, Sagittarius. Someone is definitely feeling trapped. So whether it's you, with your thoughts or your feelings about the whole dating scene and process, or maybe you've just started seeing someone then they're a little bit controlling and you're feeling a little bit trapped. So watch these feelings in the month of June. If you're still looking for love, I think, you know, some of you may start to feel quite desperate, and why isn't it happening, what's wrong with me? So just watch those feelings, okay, in June. You know, and it comes back to that whole keeping calm, you know, try and stay relaxed, stay focused, you know, and stay hopeful. So you have the Two of Wands in reverse for your future card. So, you know, there's fire energy around you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, something new or a potential date, it's not going the way you thought it was going to be. So you know, it's kind of making you feel sad, because you're like, why is nothing really lasting? But it can also mean that a new love, it may develop into something stronger for you. So it's not all hopeless, believe me, Sagittarius. And if you are feeling lonely, you know, reevaluate your approach to the dating scene, and, you know, maybe try a different approach. So kind of mixed messages in the month of June for you, Sagittarius. So I think overall, just stay positive, try and keep your head up, believe in yourself, you know, focus, and just take a healthy approach to dating. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in July. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and take care. Right, hello Sagittarius, I am back with your June love reading. This is the relationship spread, so for those of you that are in a committed relationship or married. So let's take a look at your cards. You have the Ace of Cups upright, the King of Cups upright, the Judgment card, Four of Swords in reverse, and the High Priestess. So what's going on, Sagittarius, in your relationship? Well, actually, it is a pretty good spread, so you should be pleased. So you have the Ace of Cups. So, you know, this is a great card to have. You are definitely feeling loved up in your relationship, Sagittarius. You know, your relationship is based on friendship, which is great, because that's the foundations of any relationship, or what relationships need. So you have that friendship, you have the love, you have the attraction, you know, emotionally you feel good with them, psychologically, you know, you're connected. There really isn't anything bad in this card. You know, you have a deep understanding of your partner. I mean, there is the potential that for some of you, like if you aren't married and don't have the children, that actually you're wanting to take your relationship to the next level. So whether that be the engagement, the getting married, the wedding, you know, talking about having children, that is probably what you're wanting. If you don't have that already, then for some of you, you're definitely wanting to take your relationship to the next level, and it's that could cause some conflict later on, but we'll look at that in a moment. So your partner, he has the King of Cups. So this is really nice, because these two cards kind of go side by side with each other, so you're definitely on a par. Now for some of you, your partner could definitely be a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So, you know, for them, they're very comfortable in this relationship with you. You know, for them, it's a very equal relationship. There's no game playing, and they like that. You know, I mean, if you're the woman who's the Sagittarius, then I do think your feelings are slightly more intense or stronger than your partner's, but they definitely feel very good in this relationship with you. It's a very compatible relationship, and it's coming from both you and them, so that's all good. So what your relationship needs, well, sorry, where your relationship is actually at this moment in June, you have the Judgment card upright. So there is talk. I mean, this card represents talking about issues where you're weighing up the pros and cons. Now, I think this is to do with, for those of you that want to move your relationship on. So like I said, engagement, marriage, buying a house together, moving in together, or even children. So I think you're going to be having those discussions about, you know, what do we do? Is this the right thing to do? You know, and it may be that your partner isn't quite ready to take that step to having children yet. And it's about looking at compromise, and you know, it's also about, you've got to respect your partner. If they're not ready yet, then you have to kind of respect that and don't make an issue of it. So that's something you need to be mindful of for your relationship in June. You know, because those discussions could definitely cause your relationship to, you know, you don't want to unsettle something when actually everything's very good. So I think if you are having these deeper conversations about things and your partner's not ready, you have to watch how you deal with that and how you respond. Because if you get all moody, grumpy, defensive, then that's going to rock the boat a little bit, isn't it? Because you have the Four of Swords for what your relationship needs. So this is warning you to watch out for problems that actually are minor, but they could develop into something more, you know, and they're going to multiply before you realize it, because that's only going to, you know, put your relationship into being a little bit more unbalanced. You know, also, you know, for your relationship, make extra time together, put the effort in to do things together as a couple as well this month. That's going to be really good for your relationship. And you know, for some of you, your partner actually may be feeling actually exhausted and really tired, drained, a little bit stressed, and that's due to things that are going on with work, and it could be impacting on their health. So don't take anything personally, okay, Sagittarius, because actually they just need your support. And so be mindful of your partner if they're experiencing any of that as well, and just support them at that time, and that will be good for your relationship. So you have the High Priestess upright. So, you know, if you're the woman in this relationship, then you know what to do to keep your partner happy, and seducing them and using your charm, your charisma as well to get what you want. This card also talks about tuition, so trust your intuition later on this month. And yeah, it's definitely a magical time with your partner. Just make sure you don't make it issues, you know, minor things and escalating, and just watch that and bring back the magic to your relationship. So overall, Sagittarius, this is a really good reading. I hope you're pleased with it. You should be. I wish I could have a reading like this for my life, but there we go. Anyway, so I look forward to seeing you in July. Take care, Sagittarius. Bye.